Got a gate code?
Shh. Nobody's supposed to know about the gate code, Ma. It's a
Okay.
big secret. We're sneaking into the Fairmont Crest Country Club. We parked in the way back corner. And now we are in our cat suits. Doom, doom, boom, boom. Ba-dum-dum. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Up to the up to the back door. There's the keypad. You put in a word. And the word this week to unlock the gates is... I'm actually your twin sister. It's a very long statement. So here's the thing. Eva and Kat are totally twins that got separated at the hospital, right? Like Leslie totally stole Eva from Nicole and Ted. Like this is what we know, right?
It did cross my mind as well. It did cross my mind as well. Because you were saying that perhaps she stole Nicole's baby.
Mm-hmm.
So this is that's the same prediction,
Yeah,
but
like
a different spin.
classic soap fashion. I didn't know I had twins. I was unconscious while I was having the baby. They presented one to me and said, "Congratulations." And I didn't know that they had passed one child this way and the other one that way. And then Leslie winds up with one of them. I don't know, something like that. But it just, as time goes on, the more I think that she doesn't belong to Leslie at all. That Leslie, in a fit of crazy, took that baby, ran off, settled down, it seems, and wasn't super crazy until she was like, you know what, I'm tired of this. And then started getting crazy.
She went super crazy when her husband died.
Yeah. Like, I can't handle this no more. I'm tired of working so hard. We don't need 4 jobs between the two of us. Instead, we're going to take what's ours. Including this fabulous wig collection. This week we had the wig collection with the wig montage.
Yes, we did.
Which I've been waiting for.
You were waiting for that?
I was waiting for the wig montage. I can't wait for them to show the wig closet.
I want to see Anita's wig closet.
I want to see everybody's wig closet. Everybody's. Just let's walk through. I know we could. I know we can see it in the Beyond the Gates special. I know we can do that, but I want to see it on the show.
Right.
I want to see not only the walk-in closet, but the double wide, double deep walk-in closet that's filled with nothing but wigs.
Anita has a super wide walk-in closet the size of a 12 by 12 room with a crystal chandelier hanging from the bottom, from the top there, from the roof, with a satin settee in the middle of it where you can sit and put on your shoes and pull up your pants.
Let me try this one. No. Put one on that's almost nearly identical, but this strand is darker than those strands here.
Exactly.
Yes, this is the one for the day.
There should be a wall of wigs. A wall of wigs!
There's just I always want Batman references, I need somebody sliding down a pole into the wig cave. Hop into the wigmobile as we're going to go and convince somebody I'm not Leslie. Vita has snuck in with us, Ma. So has Chandra, Kita, and Jeannie. And they are so quiet as they have snuck in with the passphrase. About something about being twins. I don't know.
I think that, how about the passcode could be a Ted.
Oh, Ted. Just everybody. Just
D when she's making a point, right?
Yes. Well, yes. And I don't know, Ma, so the countdown's on. It's continuing. Every week goes by, I'm like, okay, is this the last time we're going to see Ted? Big things happen, and I'm like, is this the last thing that this Ted does? I guess I'm just waiting for the anvil to drop here.
I guess so, huh? And that I did pay some attention.
Mm-hmm.
I did pay attention, and yes, he does this.
The Ted swivel.
He does, and it's kind of quick too. It's a somewhat of a
Teddy.
not as fast as I was doing it, but he does do this.
He does the Ted swivel.
He
That's no
does.
reason to lose a job. It's just something I
No, heck
noticed.
no, that's not a reason.
No,
If you
no.
had, it wasn't so distracting that I noticed it first. It
No,
wasn't.
no, I just noticed it because I was looking for stuff.
Well, I didn't, but I don't know, like perhaps he decided the Gates wasn't the place for him to continue to work. I didn't think he's awful. He was very
No, no, there's definitely other people on the cast who might have recently moved in with each other and have angst and issues and where am I going to put my stuff? Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, golly gee, we're on a sitcom. There's a couple of people I would select maybe before Ted when it comes to re-envisioning what it is that might make up
maybe perhaps
who they
somebody in his
are.
buffalo head could go somewhere else, or was it a moose? I don't know. What was it?
It was a chair, it was a head, it was all of his stuff really into the studio, and it was just come on, knock on my door. I didn't know you were bringing all of your things into my studio. I've been waiting for you. We didn't even consider getting a 2-bedroom apartment. What's hers is his. 2 is not comfortable company here. The nurse and
What?
firefighter who shall remain
Got a
nameless.
nurse and a
Yes.
firefighter. They don't have to live in a studio. Give me a
Oh
break.
my god! Yeah, okay, yes, it's just contrived nonsense. And when it comes down to it, the worst part of the show. Let's just be real here. I mean, let's just boil it down into a simple phrase that everybody can digest. It's not good. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. And these two do not bounce off of each other with enjoyable chemistry. We really need a rework in that department before we need a rework in Ted. That's for sure.
I agree.
So, we'll see how that continues to unfold, though, because we don't know what goes on behind the scenes or what conversations are had and why these things are. Maybe Maurice Johnson was there just to get things launched and he's busy doing other stuff. It doesn't seem like that based off of his social media responses, but maybe that's the case. Maybe this, that, and the other thing. Maybe he was unhappy with the money. Maybe they were unhappy with the money they wanted to give him and change their mind after all. I don't know.
Maybe he was thinking, Hotlanta's too hot for me. I'm getting out of here.
Or maybe they're saying, oh man, Hotlanta's too hot for this guy. He stinks. It could be anything. I just don't know. Jeannie wants the firefighter and the nurse to be recast. I'm not so sure about the nurse, but the firefighter can definitely, he can get Bobby Nashed. Let's just go ahead and say that to the people who like the 911 show.
I don't mind Ashley.
No, I don't mind her either. I think she's fine with Andre.
Yeah. I think Andre's too much of a. I think he's pulling his pants in too many areas of the town. Um, pulling his
Well,
pants
he
down in
is, and
too
it's going
many
to get
areas
him
of
in
town.
big trouble. There's no way him and Danny go in public.
He's a bit of a player, but he does seem to have like a um, some real affection for Ashley. He seems to.
There's no way him and Danny go in public is going to be good.
I think him messing around. I think him messing around with someone that's almost family to him
Is
is just
weird.
a little bit dirty.
I think that the Duprees are going to be like, oh, this does not pass the Couth test for public consumption.
Yeah, I think Vernon's going to want to make that go away.
Very much so. Very much so. I mean, he's already out there being like, you've all witnessed a health crisis.
He's a slick sucker, isn't he?
Listen, folks, I need you to understand that what you saw was a health crisis. So go write that. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm Vernon Dupree, and I've spoken. You saw somebody have a mental breakdown right here, live at Ted's party. Basically, the Duprees can't have parties anymore. You know, Bill's wedding and the Dupree anniversaries and and then fundraising events and model walks and now this whole Tediversary event. Just
The only successful they need to go to more dive bars because their only successful evening has been karaoke.
yeah, yes.
Here we come.
That is it. We're gonna go mingle with the commoners, as I love to say. We're going to go and we're gonna slum it. Is that we're gonna go slumming tonight and go hang out at the dive bar karaoke, and we're gonna rekindle my passionate dreams of girl group stardom. Even though I had more fame as a solo act, I missed my 3.
I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute with Danny and Naomi behind her. I thought it was
Yeah,
cute.
absolutely. Absolutely. A little dance number, a little song. Of course we were getting there. We were warming up to it as weeks went by.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
oh gosh, now she's going to tour. Now she's going to get swept up in the limelight. All
I
the
think eventually, yes, Anita's going to do something in
oh,
that
yeah,
realm. The
yes.
producers saw her, and
This
even
there's still
even
something there.
without sound and
Nostalgia's
no
in.
preparation, she's great.
Everybody loves the 20-year sequel. You know, goodbye to the yellow brick road, only to say we repaved the yellow brick road. Come on back, Elton.
I get Supreme vibes
Oh yeah,
with Anita.
I think that's what I think. She's supposed to be Diana Ross. Is that what we're saying? She was once
Yes,
upon a time, Diana
I
Ross.
get, but that's what I get. I get Supreme vibes. You know,
We're gonna find out the movies she was in and the friendship she had with Michael Jackson.
how much she loves Billy D. Williams.
Yeah, all of that stuff. Oh, come on, Billy D. Come hang out. Is he still with us? Billy D. Williams is still with us, right? Isn't he? I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so. Last time I saw Billy D, he was Epiphany's boyfriend.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to look it up. Billy D. Williams. He's still with us. He's 88 years old, though. I don't know if he has time for a soap opera.
Well, if Dick Van Dyke can do it, anybody can. Come
Yeah,
on.
I mean, it's true. It's true. But he's still up there on stage, chim chim-chirring, though. I don't know. I don't know if Billy D's up there being like, "Hey, Han, it's me, Lando." I'm not sure if he's still doing that. Well, he was in one of those Star Wars movies recently, actually, like in the last 5 years.
Was he?
Yeah, he was Lando Calrissian again.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I don't.
hanging out with Chewbacca.
Oh well. Might as well say it though. May the fourth be with you, you guys.
Yeah, that is today, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Everybody get ready, but hey, get a good strong base, a good strong like bread base there in the stomach before you lead into tomorrow. Gonna want to go ahead and absorb some of that tequila if you enjoy yourselves a Cinco de Mayo. He is still with us. Thank you very much, Chandra. Billy D will always be Gail Sayers to me. I don't know who that is, but I
Oh,
guess
that's from Brian's song, isn't it? Wasn't that the movie? You guys.
Gail Sayers. Sayers? I don't know how to say it. Ruth Buzzy passed away.
I saw that.
I don't know who Ruth Buzzy is. Who's Ruth Buzzy?
Ruth Buzzy was in Laugh-In with Goldie Hawn.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't a laugh-in guy. I
Well,
missed that on.
Laugh-In is before your time, babe.
I
It's
know.
damn near before mine.
Well, I know, but I also caught a lot of those shows on Nick at Night, but I don't think Nick at Night did laugh-in.
I don't think
So
so.
I missed it. I
It
didn't
was
get
out,
it.
it was on somewhere for a little while though. But yeah, even Laugh-In was on even when I don't even think I was a teenager
You
yet.
think Anita was on Laugh-In at the height of her stardom?
I doubt it.
You don't think is that
I
before
think she
Anita's
was on
stardom?
Bandstand is what I think.
Oh, okay. So like,
She might have even been on Soul Train.
got it. Okay. So after Laugh-In, but
Yeah.
into Bandstand, into Soul Train. Okay, so something that you would have been watching.
Well, Bandstand started in the 50s. Actually, Grandma used to run home from school to watch it. It used to be on at 3:30 in the afternoon, 5 days a week.
But I mean,
Grandma used to run home to watch it. And that's how long Bandstand was on. It
but
was
it
on.
was still on for you though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was on.
Yeah.
It was on after Saturday morning cartoons at 11 o'clock.
But it wasn't
After
5 days a week anymore. It
cartoons.
was just
Oh,
Saturdays.
Bandstand.
American Bandstand, Casey Kasem, right?
No, Dick Clark.
Dick Clark. See, I don't know anything from
The
that sort of
original
stuff.
Ryan Seacrest.
The original Ryan's. It's true. He did just replace Dick Clark completely, didn't he?
Yeah. he
Just
did.
totally and entirely. Yeah, Brian's song is the answer, and Jeannie's mom loved that movie.
I remember that movie.
I didn't see it.
I do.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. Very, very young Billy D in that movie. Very young.
Jeannie also loved American Bandstand. No wonder you and Jeannie get along so well.
Well, we are damn near the same age.
It's almost the same birthday, practically.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Here, Jeannie.
And grew up in California as well, I believe. I believe Jeannie grew up in California.
I know she's still here now.
I know she's there now, that's for sure. But you know who's not in California? Danny, Bill, Ted, all of those wonderful people that we
they're in
know from this
DC,
show that
aren't
we're
they?
supposed to be covering. Yeah, it's Washington, D.C.
Yeah,
It's
they're in
Washington, D.C.
DC.
I could do without, gosh, I suck at names and I'm so sorry. Not Chelsea. Right? Chelsea, not Naomi.
Chelsea, one of Danny's daughters. Yeah.
Yes. I could do without Chelsea and Martin discussing the greater merits of open relationships and three-ways and stuff. I don't know. It just doesn't touch me, Mama.
It doesn't me either. And okay,
I don't understand the soapiness of it.
I don't think this works for soap operas. Soap operas, our audience wants to see people love each other. They want to see people have angst, come together, come through their struggles, and I don't see the same kind of romantic
Tension.
effect on the audience with a three-way. We're not going to care. We're just going to think we're horny. That's what I'm going to think.
Well, there's that, and then there's also, well, if things are open, then where is the romantic tension? Where's the trouble? Where's the, ooh, I shouldn't? That kind of classically comes with soap operas. It kind of does take it away. But then, we are seeing the beginning of whatever story this is supposed to be, where she's drawn a little bit more to the wife, not so much to the husband. They're going to start hooking up on the side, and that's probably not going to be okay. And then they're going to maybe...
Of course, it's not going to be okay. The dude's going to get real jealous and weird.
Yeah, he's going to be jealous and weird about it. And then I guess, and then they like each other enough so they're like, hey, it's actually going to be you and me. But then what does that mean when it comes to like making a statement on this lifestyle, which is what people would expect the show to do? I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe all of this gray is seeping into my thoughts. And I'm
fine with it. I'm fine with it. However, I just don't see the value in it, in making this part of the story. I just don't.
I mean, hopefully we can see, when it's really moving, exactly what it is and how it unfolds and what sort of fun, angsty drama that it can create. Chandra says that the younger generation being open to different relationships and connections and that sort of stuff is important, and that's something that she's learned from her students. So it is a whole aspect of relating to each other that is not from our generation or our point of view or our experience, but is something that's still very valid to people who are coming into their own today. So maybe there's something there for us to learn from, Maybe I just need a couple of actors who are bouncing off of each other a little bit better.
This isn't my jam, that's all.
Maybe the problem I had was with Chelsea and Martin themselves. I didn't find them to necessarily come off as the trusting family members in that scene. I saw two actors reciting their lines. And I know we're early on in the thing, and everybody's getting their bearing, and it's a new crew and a new life, and it's Atlanta, not Los Angeles, and all this sort of stuff. But that is something that I did notice, like there could have been more impact in that particular scene if the actors had a little more chemistry or a little more confidence or a little more, maybe even more time with the material. I don't know exactly what would have led into it, because I find them to be fine otherwise. I thought that a couple of weeks ago with Samantha in Chelsea talking about the modeling career and the pitfalls of, I thought that scene was just fine. I find Martin and Smitty to be fine, but something about them two together, it just didn't strike for me in that moment.
I see.
I don't know. Whatever. I'm sitting here just analyzing this thing too deeply. We're creating lots of history for the show, says Sandra, and that's true. That's true. This thing is treading into daytime waters that have not been tread into before.
I tell you what, I don't know what you want to call her. You can call her Dana. You can call her Leslie. You can call her Anna. You can call her, I don't think she got another name, doesn't she? Or
she's got like 6 of them at this point.
I know, right? I think they ought to add to that, she ought to either call herself Heather or Janet as well, because she is loony.
She is absolutely not. She's locking her own daughter in the closet.
Yes.
Shifting motivations.
I think actually one of the biggest crimes of Leslie is what she's done to who she claims is her best friend and made it so great here in town that she's willing to not only knock down the daughter once with a motorcycle, knock her down again
with a poisoning.
Her IV.
Yeah.
And then at the same time have a lunch the next day with her mama and being all, it's Lauren, how's Laura doing?
And how's your mama? It seems like she's coming through something. Oh, yes, it's bad.
I think this lady is really, really went around the bend, and she's, like I said, she could add Janet or Heather to that name menu if she wanted to, because she's fitting in.
She's fit right in with that company, right? Just totally. Dana, Leslie, Sherry, Anna, and Lulu. Those are the names, Chandra. Chandra's giving them to me. Don't forget the name Sherry. That one was nuts. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. That's the one Nicole knows. Sherry? Sherry, are that you? Leslie, is that you? I'm here to wreck your lives.
And no, I didn't realize it to this week, and maybe they showed it to us, and I don't know, didn't remember or just didn't absorb it. But I didn't realize that blonde friend of the blonde friend is Ashley's mama.
Yeah. Yeah,
I didn't think that
I think that was
until this week.
I don't know if it's been quiet or anything, but when she showed up in the apartment, I'm like, what? And then she called her mom or whatever. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
oh,
so you had the same
oh,
reaction
okay.
I
So
did.
she's like the tough rock and roll mom. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that, but
Yeah.
it was yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. Something else is going to happen and all that. Now everybody knows. And I wonder what Ted is going to do. Is Ted's going to try to lie? I mean,
I,
he really can't. Oh, and I
there's no way
saw in the
through.
previews already. I saw in the previews that Eva has already done a DNA test.
Oh, well.
Eva's done a DNA test, and that will be revealed
Well, I'm
next.
excited for that. Then let's get this thing a moving. Let's hop on that freight train. Let's see where it
And
takes us.
they didn't show us that earlier that she was doing a DNA test, but it's in the previews that she has.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't. Gosh, is Leslie gonna mix it up? Is she gonna be like, "Aha, you're not Ted's the whole time. You're really mine, and I was just lying." I don't know what to predict or expect from this crazy loony lady.
Well, I think she's gonna. Well, she already kind of did turn on Eva by locking her in the room like that. She already did go against her. So I think she's capable of harming her physically. I really do.
I do too. I do too. She
Especially if you're right and it's not really even her daughter.
she could have been a tool or a tactic this whole time.
Her stolen child.
Eva did get DNA samples earlier.
Yep.
Jan is Ashley's mom. She works behind the gates. And it looks like Eva looks like she gets kicked out, says Cat Lady.
Kicked out of the house, kicked out of the apartment.
Kicked out like, hey, you tried to ruin this at the last moment. You're not my daughter. Leave.
And everybody in the family's like, ooh, she was climbing up the right tree, wasn't she?
She sure was. Absolutely was. Absolutely was. And the cat's like, what do you mean you're my... And then has to go stand next to Martin. It's too much for poor little Cat. But maybe Cat will be the first one to really come around. I don't know. I just feel like there's something there, just behind Cat, just behind eyes, behind the soul, a more sensitive, friendly person than we're getting.
Eventually, I think they will embrace Eva and recognize that she was a victim, manipulated from birth.
She didn't know, especially if she's really
Didn't
the twin
know.
sister and had been kidnapped.
She didn't know.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the case. I mean, we got so much of that story and that perspective and stuff this week. Like that's really their main focus. I don't know if they knew it's because they were going to be preempted, and so they just really focused on one particular plot, or what the deal is. But whew, it certainly hit ahead. We had that party that we were gearing up for. We had the unfolding of Leslie's plan. We had Eva trying to get in the way, just as we predicted, because of her love for the family after being handed a gift of education and a future.
Very generous gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she really tried to talk to Leslie too, to like, what are we doing?
Yeah, why are we doing it like this? Like we've done what we wanted. We're in.
Uh-huh.
And why are we still pushing it like this? And it's because Leslie is just so blinded by rage and jealousy and wanting to get that revenge against Ted.
Yes.
And I didn't
Now,
realize
this was dirty of Ted. This right here was dirty of Ted. Martin remembers that lady. Used to give him brownies. So that means that Ted used to take little tiny Martin to hookups?
Possibly. I mean, at least Leslie was
That's
around
dirty.
enough. Yeah. Yeah, she
You
used to
know,
give
I
me brownies. Oh,
I
Martin's
don't
still
think
such a
any of
little
it's
boy.
good. I don't think any of it's good. Especially since Nicole was going through what she was going through, her infertility problems. She had had a couple of miscarriages. She was
Mm-hmm.
going through a very dark, she was going through a dark time. And Ted couldn't take it and
No.
slipped out on her.
No, 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 absolutely. Absolutely. So, Ted, the darkness of Ted, the flip of Ted. We've seen Ted, the good guy, up to this point, but now we're really seeing the bastard that lives underneath.
And it sounds to me like as soon as he found out that Kat was on it, that Nicole was pregnant again,
Mm-hmm.
and got probably beyond the 12 weeks of, oh my gosh, is this going to be okay? I think he sent the other one a packing
Mm-hmm.
and rededicated himself to Nicole.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably been good ever since.
Probably, because I mean, so Leslie was like, "You paid me off twice, you dick." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So, like, I don't know what else has he paid off.
And
What else
most
has he
and
done?
pretty recently as well.
Bill was up in the mix too, says Chandra, and Bill was saying that what he said to Leslie was so bad. Bill knows all. Bill's involved in everything.
Hmm.
Don't tell Bill what's going on because he's gonna.
Bill got Bill. That's why he has ammunition. Is because he's done things to protect the Duprees, all of them in the
Oh, the
past.
whole time.
Vernon too.
Yeah, yeah. He's been that fixer, that lawyer fixer,
He's been the fixer. Yes, he has helped Vernon make things go away
many times,
many times.
many
And now
times.
it's gonna come back and bite him on the butt. He got a little eye for Haley, and now all the things that he did that he shouldn't have, underhanded things he did for the Duprees, he's able to use as blackmail.
He sure is. It's not good, but it's great.
Bill is not a good guy. You
No,
know,
he's not.
whatever attack he's gonna have, he kind of deserves it.
Uh, all of that evil he's done has just poisoned his body.
And I think when he looks vulnerable and kind of looks like an old dude, Haley's gonna hit the road. He starts looking like an old dude that needs help.
I
He
mean,
starts showing any vulnerabilities like that. Haley's gonna say, "Well, I wasn't counting on this old
yeah,
man."
no, I wasn't looking forward to taking care of you like this. I was looking forward to you taking care of me. So this is not. This isn't gonna work. Bill was the fixer for father Ted and son Martin. There you go. There you go. There
And
you
he's
go.
done things for Vernon too.
He's
That's why
just
he still gets
intrinsic
invited to everything.
because they can't afford to not. Because he's got the nuclear codes to these families.
He does.
All the while,
Nuclear code for the gate, doesn't he?
Doug and Ted, excuse me, Ted, Doug, all of them. Who am I trying to think of? It's Doug. I'm trying to think of Doug. All the while, poor Doug. He's got the nuclear codes to his own life. Vanessa too.
I think and you know what I think too? I think that perhaps Nicole has got herself a late in life child coming on.
Ooh, you think that's why she's not feeling well?
Yeah, and she's got such a souffle of men's bodily fluids in her that she's not going to have any idea what swimmer fit.
You mean Vanessa?
Oh, Vanessa.
Okay,
Yes,
good,
I
because
said
I'm
Nicole,
like,
didn't I?
yeah.
I said Nicole.
Oh my
no,
goodness.
Vanessa. Vanessa, I
Just-
don't know. Vanessa.
You're
I
gross, is what I got to say to that. Just so
Well-
you're aware, that's gross.
It's,
I don't know. I don't know, but
it's gross, but it's true. She's like got herself an icy. She went to the 7-Eleven and she made a suicide icy, with all the different flavors.
no, thank you. No, thank you. But is it Joey Novak's?
It could be.
It's not his name. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Armstrong, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm still waiting for this. This is how I really sound. This is my real coming out.
It could be Doug. It could be
Well, yeah.
People.
Because I mean, Doug actually slept with his. Well, that's the most surprising thing that Vanessa did recently was sleep with her own husband.
Yes, she did. She did. They both
Oh.
have severe addictions to things, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa's got her addiction, and Doug has his.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think eventually they're going to come together and save each other. I do. But I do believe that perhaps Vanessa's got herself she might have a baby brewing and she's gonna have no
That is
idea.
definitely a late in life pregnancy for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. They are not ready for
There's
another
lots
kid.
that happens a lot. Late life pregnancies where a person thinks and they're missing their first period because of menopause and oh no, you got something else brewing.
What are they gonna? How are they gonna? And just I don't know. I guess we need to spend more time with them to figure out exactly what. Cause like,
My own great grandmother, her children, her oldest child to her youngest child's 25 years apart because she had one of those late, it's not menopause pregnancies.
that is really late. Oh, she had a little Donna. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. What does that mean? I don't know, because I'm just waiting for all of this stuff to kind of fold into the main narrative and see how it splashes onto Martin and splashes onto Bill. All of the stuff that's been happening over on the Armstrong side of the court. So I'm curious, because, as it gets deeper, as it gets going, this house, this lie, this pregnancy, this affair, what's it all going to do? And how is it ultimately tying into Marty's big secret? Did he
Yeah,
beat the crap out of Joey Armstrong's kid?
yeah, and he cannot, yeah,
Is that what
he
happened?
can't be president because of it.
Did he beat him with a tire iron?
Who knows? Something crazy happened.
Something big. Something big. And something violent. Because all we hear now is the sound of fisticuffs.
Yeah, and I think Joey Armstrong uh, is really wants to see Doug fail, not only because he wants to, of course, he wants to sample that girl that's available for everybody anyway. uh, he wants to do that, but I don't think that's his real motivation. I think he's trying to really destroy Doug for some other reason.
I think he's trying to destroy Doug so he can blackmail or manipulate Martin. Martin's the one with the dreams and the aspirations and the career, and he's the one that's active right now. Vernon's retired, and other people are lawyers, and he's the one that's actually there, supposedly working in law or working for the government actively right now. And so I think that's ultimately what Joey's after. I think that's what he's looking for. Just, a way in. And it's probably going to be through, look at all of this stuff that I have on your dad. I'm really going to squish him unless you do this. Big issues coming. And
Yep.
then at that point, who knows what their plan is, their long-term plan for John Lindstrom is. Maybe at that point Martin is going to show us what he did that night and beat Joey with a tire iron.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I hate to see that, but maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, hey, they solved the kids' problem.
They did what?
They solved the kids' problem. Tyrell doesn't have to worry about social media anymore.
Just like that, huh?
Just like that. Just like that, it's done. It's over. It's finished. The kids are going to move on, just like Vanessa thought.
They kind of
Or
explained
Samantha.
it at the end of the episode yesterday, but I was kind of surprised that the great grandkids weren't there.
Actors cost money, right? That's what it always comes
You
down
know?
to.
The twins weren't there. I was kind of surprised.
They were busy not getting paid for that day.
Oh, they explained it yesterday. They were somewhere else.
They were somewhere else doing their thing, classic soap excuse. Bye, Laura. Thanks for coming. I think Joey wants access to Vanessa's money, too, says Chandra. She came from money before having the career.
That's true.
Trying to line his pockets and get some power politically.
Yep.
Whatever it is, it's a big plan. It's going to
No,
be...
well, Joey's no good. We all know that.
And I think...
I love watching John not be good.
I know, it's great. And I think we're going to be in a position, too, where the audience knows a lot more about what's going on than the characters do. Danny and Vernon and Anita, all of them might get totally blindsided by whatever it is that Joey's up to. We've been seeing it build up. But how much of a shock is it going to be for the core cast members?
Mm-hmm.
And we know who the core cast members are from the beginning because they spend the most time in the opening crawl.
That's true.
It's
That's
like,
true.
hey, look at the big four,
So,
and then everybody else.
so Matt, out of the youngins, okay, and I'm talking about like Kat, Martin. These are the youngest to me. Kat and Martin, Chelsea, Naomi. Which Ava? Which one of you? Which one of those do you think is the strongest actor and has had their footing in their character the best?
Eva.
You think so?
Yeah. 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 I find her. I think also, though, she's had a great scene partner the whole time because her and Leslie really, really work together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that really.
I think Eva's strong too, but I'm starting to think that the cat is pretty strong too. I'm liking her too.
I don't think she's had as much opportunity as Eva to really show the range that she could bring. And so I think that's why I think I'm picking up on the same thing, and I think that's why I'm sitting here like saying, well, I think that there's more. I think there's something behind her soul, something deeper to this character that we haven't seen yet. Because I'm looking forward to that moment too. So yeah, I think that you're right. I think you're right on that one. Chandra agrees. Eva.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. And Keita says somebody wants some pie. Oh. Ew. Joey and Vanessa. Even then Naomi, says Chandra. Naomi the second. I get that. Naomi's the lawyer character.
Yeah, I think Lloyd. My favorite scenes that she's had has been with Bill, Naomi and Bill.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best scenes I've seen.
Kind of the father-daughter dynamic and
the father. The times they've had some serious conversations.
I mean, there's layers to play in that, and I think that gives an actor an opportunity to really show what they can do because they're on opposing sides of a lawsuit, but on the same side of family. So
Exactly.
I get that. I do. Eva, Kat, and Naomi, says Michelle. That's her three. So look at that, Eva and Kat.
Yep. Even Kat.
Naomi making mini lists.
I thought she did so great on Friday. You could just see the angst in her, where she wanted to support her mom, but just couldn't go along with the crazy anymore, and she has some real affection for these two people.
Yeah, she didn't see the purpose.
She didn't really.
Continuing on with this like
she
that.
saw the purpose, but didn't see the purpose. She didn't see the purpose of going so off the rocker.
I mean, from her point of view, and she's right. They had accomplished what it is that they set out to do. They were looking to improve the life, and they did.
Yes.
They didn't need to destroy Ted in the process.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, Eva shouldn't be surprised that was what her mom was going for, the destruction as well.
I mean, I think from that flashback, it really went to go and show that this development of Leslie is pretty recent.
Yeah, so she appeared to be somewhat normal till, like I said, her husband, the husband died, and he didn't sound like he was a great dude to begin with, but maybe she became a little more desperate for income after that fool was gone.
I mean, whatever stability she had, whatever force that he played in her life when it came to anchoring her personality, wasn't there anymore.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm interested to see more of those flashbacks and see what it is that life was like before the series started.
Yeah.
I don't know, because Leslie's compelling. She's one of the more compelling characters that they have by design. So I'm with it. Anyway, I'm going to start landing this plane. There's stuff to do. I still have so many boxes to unpack and space to settle into. And we had a short week. Yeah. So, I'm going to start landing the plane. Plus, I think they've doubled security and tripled security. And quadrupled security. Here at the Fairmont Crest.
Oh, well, they need to, huh?
Yeah, I mean, people are breaking in left and right, the weapons galore. We can't have a party here without some sort of development.
Oh, I can't wait till the girlfriend when the girlfriend realizes that her daughter has been victimized. Oh my gosh, she's gonna go off on her. going to go off on her. To
It's
falter to their friendship
yes.
and the opportunity to deceive me where you could hurt my daughter.
You went after
for your
my
own-
kid. Yeah. So our friendship was what? So you can have access to my kid? Oh no, yeah. She's making no new friends, only new enemies. And she's gonna squirrel around until somebody gets her.
Yeah.
That's exciting. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
it's gonna be fun to see. That's gonna be fun to see.
Eva witnessed Nicole and Ted showing her unconditional trust, perhaps even love. Well, on the flip side, I could not have been trusting as Nicole, even with Mona's recommendation, says Chandra. That's true. So is Leslie even her real name? I think so. Or maybe it is
Well,
Sherry.
I perhaps Dana's her real name.
That's the one he knew her by. That's probably the case.
20 years ago.
Yeah, and then she kidnapped a baby and changed her name.
Yeah. Well, actually, I would say that Eva and Kat are supposed to be somewhere between 22 and 25 years old.
And then I guess with Nicole's fertility issues, there's a age difference between Kat and Martin.
Yes, that's the explanation of why there's so much distance in between the two. Is yeah, because she had all those issues in between her two successful
Right.
full-term pregnancies.
Well, maybe 3. Maybe they aren't twins, but another baby. Who knows? I don't know. They're probably twins, though, because it's a soap. Why would we not have the opportunity to do twins?
If we find out that Kat and Eva actually share a birthday, oh yeah, they're twins.
100%.
100%.
Hundo. But that's it. I gotta go. I got stuff to do.
The other show, I'm waiting for Brooklyn's baby and Gio's baby to have the same birthday. I mean, Gio as a baby and Brooklyn's baby.
And that's when Lulu will figure it out. For sure.
Exactly.
Anyway, I gotta get out of this country club because look, there's still boxes behind me. The wall is bare. There's barely anything on the shelf. I got stuff to do.
I know you do. And you got to go back to work tomorrow.
And I gotta go back to work tomorrow. So I'm gonna do that. I'm getting out of this country club, but I was very pleased to sit down for the time that I did to talk about Beyond the Gates. I do think that Dana became Leslie. Boom, says Chandra. Boom. Time between pregnancies, there could be one more than one father. Nicole was also getting out on Ted.
Like days of our lifestyle.
Everybody's just getting it everywhere. All right, folks, get on out of here. Go sneak back to your cars. Because I don't think they caught us yet, but we're getting close.
Especially going to have heightened security here now, so we got to be extra.
They're gonna do high definition cameras. They're gonna have plainclothes security guards just out there amongst the people having lunch. So careful. Careful. Follow Chandra's lead. Hit the reaction button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the share button. Hit the notification bell. Do all of those buttons that you're supposed to click. Leave a little donation to the channel even if you want to by clicking the little heart icon with the dollar bill inside of it and send us a little tip-a-doodle. We're going to use that to try to go to the GH Fan Club event in the next couple of months. So send that. If you can afford it, we would love to take it. It's that simple. Tell your friends if they like soaps, if they enjoy Beyond the Gates, to come hang out with us here on the afternoons on Sunday, talk about it in more length as time goes on and I settle into the space a little bit better, folks. You'll have to be a little forgiving for this week. But yeah, again, follow Chandra's lead. Come on back, leave a comment, hit like, share, like it on multiple computers, log into all of your different Gmail accounts, and come on back. Do everything you can to boost this show, boost this channel, and bring all your friends here to participate with us in the live chat.
Yes, please, and thank you.
Thank you. Sandra wishes us a great week in Salem, Port Charles, and D.C., and we're gonna do it. So thank you so much. All right, folks, get on out of here, and don't let the gate hit you in the butt on the way out. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
And we'll see you next week live right here on the 10th Floor Podcast channel. Goodbye.